Hello, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Monday, March 11th, 2024. Well, in the news today, the distraction of the day, possibly more than a day, but I think just a day, is the royal family. In particular, Kate, who has been AWOL for quite some time since she had some surgery. The palace released a photo today and then killed it. And let's look at that because it caused a lot of speculation among the Anon community and comments and what have you. And I've been asked by email several times to ask about the whereabouts and well-being of Kate since she was reportedly needing such an extensive recovery period from what was supposed to be fairly minor surgery. I'm not very interested in the royal family. I'll be quite honest with you. But I think it's entertaining, possibly the origins of this photo and what's going on behind it. So let's take a look at Distraction of the Day, the infamous photo that came from the palace and then they took it back. I'm going to a compilation I've got. We'll go through it, and if you'd like to look at it in more detail, you can click on the Facebook link that'll be in the video description box. If not, just watch as I go through it. All right, because I won't skip anything, I promise. Okay, so here was a tweet, and I have the link to it from Chris Ship TV. Okay, and they got a picture here that this was the photo that was released by the palace, and then they killed it, and they do a kill notification now when they killed something. Now it's still out there. Simply just because it killed didn't mean that they got rid of it. And Anons jumped on this because 6 days ago, I'm going to go to the very bottom of my compilation, they tried to release this photo claiming that this was a proof of life for Princess Kate. And it was quickly debunked, and probably that's Pippa, her sister, there playing the part. Okay, so Gateway Pundit has an article about this, okay? And the here's the tweet that they reference in their article and the original photo from the palace. Moving on, I started looking at some of the message boards, just viewing some of the conversation. Here's some comments, not mine. These are comments by other Anons. Okay, here's one comment. For what it's worth, I don't think this one is real either. It looks cobbled together through AI. We'll see that that's very, very true here in just a minute, guys. This woman is supposed to be so ill that she cannot appear in public, yet in this pic she looks beautiful the way she always has. That doesn't add up. Here's another comment. If you go to the Catherine Prince of Wales YouTube channel, you will see some pictures of the family taken indoors that look similar to the recent Mother's Day image. If you reverse one and remove the prince, then you see this. Now look at their outfits here, okay? First of all, just the setting, the outfits are obviously cold weather outfits, right? Yet they're supposedly enjoying a warm spring day, and that weather isn't quite in alignment with what is happening in the UK right now. It's very early in their spring. But look at this, guys. Notice the outfits, okay? When we go to this Catherine Princess of Wales YouTube channel, okay? Look at this photo. Same outfits. Same outfits. Now, don't you think with their PR that they would, and here they've been doing some updates too. Okay, here's one here. So if they reverse this image and take out William, you have the current photo, at least the top part of it. Okay. Now, then there was we were looking, so the reversal works, and people were commenting that there's no wedding ring on Kate here, and she never appears without it. But if this is a reverse image, that is actually her right hand, and it would explain the absence of a wedding ring, and the wedding ring could be hidden under this. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Let's keep going here. Okay. Now here's a listing of some of the anomalies. Okay. There's 16 issues are listed here, and I've highlighted a couple of them. Here, we talked already about the how the Wedding ring is missing. Okay, but look here. Look where the wrist extends past the sleeve. Got a better close-up of it here. You can see that this AI cropping or photoshopping that was done was not done elegantly. And here is a very easy to see with the bare naked eye an anomaly and why that hand is wrong. Now, then there's all the crossing. We've got crossed feet here. Remember in this photo from up above, they only show the top part of the family, and that may have been the full photo. So we've got crossed feet, legs, weirdly crossed fingers on the part of two of the children. And there's such a dark background here for Kate that this could be a superimposed picture quite easily. So that brought us to the question that people have been asking me to please ask about. Where's Kate? Now, before we do that, think about this. I personally believe that the royal family, that those members of it, especially blood members that needed to be dealt with, have been dealt with. I believe the original William and Harry were safely taken away long ago and have been played by doubles ever since. Those doubles, I believe, were on the part of the deep state, the cabal, who weren't ready to have some truth shown on situations that were going on with the royal family facing accountability. And so that's my personal belief. Okay, now that's not going to impact the question I asked the cards. Just thought I'd share that with you, but follow me along here. If I'm right and the royal family, those members that needed to be dealt with have already been dealt with, as we're hearing in back channels on alt news formats that's the case, then the palace putting out a photo would now not be the deep state, but it be the white hats. And I think this photo was deliberately put out with obvious errors and anomalies and killed just, again, to be a distraction, to jar some complacency off people that are avoiding looking at uncomfortable situations and topics. But I think it's a white hat thing. And I think when they had to add the bottom, they deliberately did all these crossings and stuff because it's possible that, again, one of those comments was they think it's a big FU on the part of Kate or those that are protecting her, that she and the children are safe and well. Because I think if the deep state was going to put out a photo, they would have caught most, if not all of those anomalies and done a better job of it. Okay. Although I don't know, they've lost a lot of their manpower. They've lost a lot of their resources. So it's possible they might have been that slipshod. But after having one photo debunked and discredited 6 days ago, you would think that they would have been at extra pains with today's, if it was them putting it out, to have it be accurate and seem to bolster the story that Kate is fine, just simply recuperating and not ready for public life at this time. And so I want to ask the cards. Let's not worry. Are they cooking up a clone, which takes several months for the first one, I hear, to come out? And that would definitely be a deep state action because apparently they still have some cloning facility access that hasn't been shut down, and not as much as they used to have, but they have some. And they are the party that does use clones. Okay, the white hats, I hear, and it resonates with everything I've read with the tarot cards, prayed about, whatever avenue I did. It just makes sense that that's just something that the white hats have chosen not to do. When they're out there, those clones, they might not interfere with them and let them play the part of baddie X, Y, or Z, but they didn't go into competition for that. Good job, guys. We don't need to. You have to use some of the tactics of your enemy to best your enemy, but you don't need to do all of them, and you definitely don't need to start relying on them. Again, Alora's view. So let's just ask. We'd like to know a little more about that photo, and then also, if relevant, the whereabouts and well-being of Kate Middleton and her children, the person seen in the public eye and who will be appearing and officially acknowledged as Kate Middleton and her children. Okay, so let's see what's happening with them. I'm trying to phrase this in such a way that we get to know the well-being of the original human Kate, not stand-ins, doubles, sisters, what masked impersonators, whatever. And then just any insights or information. Let's see what the universe wants us to know. And again, if you notice, since I do have a strong opinion about the fact that I believe that the many of the blood royals have been dealt with, I didn't let that enter into my question at all, because if you're too firm in a belief on a question, that can influence the cards that show up and how you interpret them, definitely. So we're just going to ask about this photo, insights and information about it, and then, if relevant, the well-being of those in the photo or that are supposedly in the photo, Kate Middleton and her children. Okay. Again, this isn't a hard news item. I believe it's a distraction. It was meant to grab a few headlines, maybe take our focus away from the fact that the lending program that was propping up some of the banks in the US expired today, and trying to keep the amount of reporting on finances at a minimum by giving other photo and news sound bites out there. But let's find out what the universe wants to share with us about Kate Middleton, her children in this photo. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands for the question situation card. Clarifying it a little more, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share with you the insights the cards are telling me, and then we'll look at elements in the cards that lead me to say that. We'll get two more to just see what additional insights the universe might have to share with us. So our situation is kind of being indicated by the Knight of Wands, which means that's an action suit. It moves fast, okay? And the Knight of Wands is a very energetic card. He can be a little reckless, okay? But he follows, instructions well. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card of strong feminine energy, and a good outcome for this strong feminine energy, independence, what have you. I'm getting from this that the actual original Kate Middleton is well. Okay, she's doing quite well. There was a decision made in the recent past, and I believe that she and the children have been moved to safety. And so that way they are no longer pawns in the power struggles between the royal family and those that are puppeting them and what have you. They're out of the way, so they're out of the mix right now. And this photo may have actually been kind of thumbing their nose at the deep state with this photo that came out today. Another thing that bolsters my thought that they have gone, they've taken a less traditional path to safety, okay? But they've gone to a place, I don't know if it's, I like to consider that some of the possibilities could include traveling to other lands beyond the ice walls, to interdimensional travel, to who knows, but that there's lots of options, and they chose a less traditional option for their destination, but they are actually okay. And here's a turning point card. They're going to remain where they're at until things change such a time as they can come forward and let us know officially. Yeah, we were with the Gone with the Wind crew over here having a great time. and that they're fine. The Queen of Wands tells us a little bit more going forward for insights here. And this is an optimism card. Okay. She's there's a lot of honesty involved with her. And so, yeah, they're just waiting for the time to come forward and share their real story, what's been going on with them. But Kate and the children seem to be well and have been taken in hand, as so many other of our beloved celebrities and notables have been, and just taken off the stage and kept safe. All right, we have the last two cards. We're getting the Two of Pentacles and the Tower moment. Yeah, just kind of confirming that when the shift happens, whether it's purely a the worldly plane change or what have you, when that Tower moment happens, that's when they're going to feel free to come forward with their truths. Okay, they're still not going to share all their story. That's what I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles here. That while they're fine, there's some elements. Again, think about it. We get curious, but do we need to know? There's things we just don't need to know, but those things we do need to know will be shared with us, especially after the Tower moment is finished for our world. Now, we'll see how that Tower moment unfolds. The one thing I've always said about this Tower moment that I'm talking that's on a whole worldly plane scale is that it's going to be surprising. I don't think anybody's going to have their speculations or their opinions about how it will unfold totally accurate. So sometimes just being prepared to be surprised can help you deal with the situation without freezing or going into fight or flight mode. So just be aware that that's my opinion, and I think it's a wise one to expect this Tower moment to be surprising, to be huge, and to greet it with enthusiasm and an ability to adapt and change and go, all right, we're on our way. Let's recap. The Palace put out a photo today that was supposed to show Kate Middleton and her children alive and well, kind of proof of life photo, really was what it was about. It was quickly killed because there were so many anomalies in the photo. Then we looked at some of the possible reasons for why there were so many anomalies, who might have put that out. Not necessarily although it came from the palace, who actually created this photo op. And then we looked at a source I found that showed that exact same clothing and the children in the same photographic setup, only mirrored for today's thing. So I just, again, I think it's without question that we were given a photoshopped and AI rendered or completed photo that started off being a reverse of an image that was already out there, just not too widely shared. And they removed William in the process. I wonder if there was a comm involved with that. So we did a little sleuthing and asked the tarot cards for information about the picture, and then the whereabouts and or well-being of Kate Middleton and her children now, because they have not appeared in public since she had that minor surgical thing that all of a sudden needed huge recovery time. Well, we got that there was in the recent past, they came to a decision that she needed to be protected and taken kind of off the stage. So she's no longer a pawn in any of the issues that are confronting William at this time, or the remnants of the royal family. So they're safe. The children and Kate are safe. They've departed. They've gone to a place where they are safe. Again, I picture them, having a party with the Gone with the Wind crew and having a great time, and maybe having some reunions. Who knows? Let's picture that. Maybe help it happen. Looking at the extended future, we had the Tower moment, and just sharing that after the Tower moment, or at the point of the Tower moment, they're going to be ready to come back and explain their absence and some of the reasons about it. Not everything. They'll share about half their story with us. But that's enough. Like I said, we get curious about other people, but do we really need to know? I can live with broad brush strokes. She and the children are fine. They went to land number so and so and stayed there out of harm's way while things resolved. That's enough for me. So, anyway, thank you for indulging me because I shared some of my opinions, which based my question and why I felt like I couldn't phrase it in one way at all. Because again, I have some beliefs that I think are absolutely true about what has happened to the royal family, just like I have the same kind of belief about the Vatican and what's going on in Washington, D.C., those three hubs of international evil. So we just phrased it about the photo and the well-being of the people in the photo or that are supposedly in the photo. And I think we got some good information that way. So this Monday, March 11th, 2024, I'm saying that's it for this video. I thank you so much. I wish you love, safety, joy, kindness, every good emotion to be available to you on tap and that you tap it. So be kind, be joyful, be happy, smile. And forgive me, but I'm trying to give a nod to current events that are political in nature, but I don't want to give too much energy to it. Okay, I don't think that's where any of our focus should be. So we'll keep an eye on things, but we're not going to do deep dives and get all invested in it. Whether it's a balloting situation or a scandal or what have you, we'll keep abreast of them, but we're not going to get immersed in them. Because I really don't think that's where our focus should be and our energy and our where we are putting our thoughts towards creating a new reality. So on that woo-woo note, if you'd like to receive it, I send you love, light, and all things bright. Bye.